Today's cigar is a Rocky Patel Vintage 1990. Head over to lhcigarco.com to get yours. Contrary to what the news tries to get you to believe, we are living in the best time in human history. Let me tell you why. So you turn on the news today, and it's just non-stop terrorist attacks, natural disasters, political scandal, horse shit. Just non-stop bad shit. That's all we see. It's no wonder people are freaked the fuck out all the time, right? That's what you get for watching CNN. In reality, though, everything's going pretty damn well. You may not believe it. You may not even know it. If you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, look at what's actually going on, turn off CNN, you'll see that this is really the best time in the history of mankind to be alive. And it's only getting better. Odds are, if you're watching this, you're probably one of the wealthiest people on the entire planet. Believe it or not. Not only that, you're also probably one of the healthiest, and you'll also probably live longer than anyone in history also. Also, Trappist beer made by monks. It's delicious. Oh yeah, Trappist Roquefort. It's good stuff. Belgian ale. God, 11.3% alcohol. Made in Belgium by Abbaye Saint Remy. I was hoping it would say on here how long they've been doing this, because I don't remember offhand. Doesn't say. It's really good though. If you ever get a chance, try it. It's expensive though. It's like $8 a bottle. They have different ones. This one's the 10. The 10 is a bit more expensive. They have a 12 or a 15, I believe, also. I don't remember. Those are really expensive. They also have like a 5 and a 7 and a 9. I don't know exactly what the numbers refer to, if it's just like a recipe or something. I don't know, but it ain't cheap, but I recommend it. Give it a shot. It's good stuff. This one's kind of sweet. It's really good. Reported rate per 100,000 Americans dropped from 42.3 in 91 to 27.5 in 2010. FBI stats. It's the best we have to go on. They should be pretty accurate. But that's a big drop. You'd never think so, looking at the news, with all the crap they show about robberies and murders and just rapes and just all the terrible stuff going on. It's not really that bad. Yes, I'm reading stats right now, I'm sorry. I can't remember all this shit. There were nearly 4 million fewer property crimes in 2010 than there were in 1991. And that's really amazing when you think about it, because not only did that go down that much, the population went up 60 million people during that same chunk of time. Pretty incredible. On the technology side of things, in 1949, Popular Mechanics was actually quoted as saying, "Computers in the future may weigh no more than 1.5 tons." How far we've come, right? Now we got smartphones that are more powerful than anyone would have believed even to be possible then. On the war side, all you see is stuff about the wars and what's going on here and there and everything else. And keep hearing leaves rustling behind me. It's freaking me out. War is not only becoming more rare, it's also becoming less deadly. Never again will we have another D-Day. It just won't happen. The world is also richer than it ever has been before. So if you make more than $34,000 a year, You are in the top 1% of the world. Yeah. How about that, huh? So, not only are you less likely to get raped and or murdered than you were few years ago, you're also way better off technologically. Wars are becoming rarer and less deadly. Yet all you hear about is how terrible the world is, how awful everything is, how the wars are everywhere, terrorists are all over the place. We've got Ebola, and oh my God, we're all going to die. If you want something to think about the fact that in this tiny little bit of time that humans have been on the planet, we have destroyed over half of the world's forests. That's something to be alarmed about. Think about how wasteful we are as a people. Well, not even as a people, just as a species. I do everything I can to not waste. I try to reuse stuff, I try to recycle and all that, but even then, it's just in our nature to be, it's the way that we live. We use stuff. I mean, God, you go to the damn grocery store and you get a receipt that's 6 feet long for buying like a pack of gum. It's insane. And immediately you just throw it away. That piece of paper serves no purpose whatsoever. And you don't have a choice but is to get it. I mean, you tell them not to print one, or you say, no, I don't need it, or whatever, and it prints anyway. We're just wasteful in general. So do what you can to control what matters. Don't worry about wars and terrorists and all that crap, because it's not really it's not as big of a problem as we're made to believe. Definitely be vigilant and pay attention, because it is out there and it is a thing. But don't worry about that kind of shit so much. Try to take care of what matters, because we're treating this planet like we have another one to go to, and we don't. I don't know if you got that memo or not. We haven't colonized Mars yet. So do what you can. Keep your eye on what matters. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of things, because as a humanity, humanity in general, I should say, is doing better than it ever has in the history of ever. So, yeah. How about that, huh?